This flow will help us wake up and warm up our bodies by moving a lot through our shoulders, through our spines, from our lower back all the way up to our neck. Just using our bodies, moving our bodies, warming ourselves up. So use this flow maybe before you begin your practice, or just by itself to help you move a little bit in the morning to start off your day. I hope you enjoy. Beginning by finding ourselves in a comfortable seated position, drawing our attention to our breath, bringing our focus to the inhale and the exhale, feeling the rise and fall of our chest with every breath, and drawing in a little more air, and letting everything go with each exhale. With our next inhale, we'll roll our shoulders up towards our ears. With an exhale, drawing our shoulder blades together along our back. Moving with our breath, taking these big rolls in our shoulders. Moving slowly and with intention. Taking this time to warm up our upper back and through our shoulders. As we take our next breath in, we'll begin to send our chest forward and pull our shoulders back a little bit more. And as we exhale, grabbing around the fronts of our knees, rounding through our upper back. Inhale as we come forward and open up. And go ahead and flow forward and back, moving with your body and what feels good to you. Taking this time to warm up through the spine. Getting ready for our practice today. And go ahead and find ourselves right back at center. We'll draw our right ear over towards our right shoulder, bringing our right hand up around our left ear. Getting a big stretch through the neck. Go ahead and release the right hand and roll the head on over to the left. Taking that left hand up around the right ear. Getting a gentle stretch through the neck. Go ahead and release that hand and roll the head on over to the right, then back to the left, just rolling out. Keeping that nice tall posture in our back. Finding length through our spine as always. We'll go ahead and find ourselves right back at center, and as we take a deep breath in, we'll send both hands up high towards the ceiling or towards the sky. As we exhale, drawing our palms together right down at heart center. Inhale and reaching up tall. And exhale down to either side. Inhale and rise. Exhale and meeting at heart center. Inhale and rise. Exhale and down. Inhale and rise. Exhale and heart center. We'll go ahead and reach up. This time we'll plant the right hand to the right side of our body, taking a big side body stretch, stretching out through our left side. And releasing through center, exhale and coming down to the left. You can choose to come down onto your hand or onto your elbow. And through center, on over to the right. And to the left. Go ahead and take a deep breath in as we all meet at center. And we'll go ahead and clasp our hands behind our back. Big stretch through the chest and the shoulders, opening up. As we exhale, go ahead and release the hands. Bringing it palm to palm and drawing our ears down between our shoulders. Big stretch, rounding through the upper back. Go ahead and inhale, release. Exhale and take that shoulder rinse, clasping the hands. Inhale and release. Exhale and round. Go ahead and flow forward and back here, getting a good stretch in. If you'd like to come a little bit deeper, maybe you drop your hands down to the mat behind you. And go ahead and round out. We're going to reach our hands forward and taking a forward fold here. As we inhale, come up just enough to find a nice flat back. As we exhale, go ahead and round right back down, finding a stretch. Let's gently begin to walk our hands on over to the left side. Taking some deep breaths in here, activating the stretch, pressing through the palms. We'll go ahead and walk the hands on over to the right side. Meeting right back at center, taking a deep breath in and letting it go. And we're going to roll over our knees, finding ourselves in an all-fours position. Our shoulders will come right over our wrists and our hips will come right over our knees. Coming right into some cat-cows now to really warm up through our spine. So we're going to drop our belly down towards the mat as we inhale, send our gaze up high. As we exhale, rounding through our back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding down. Really pressing through our shoulders, bringing the stretch into the upper back as well. Inhale and gaze goes high. And exhale and round. Go ahead and move with your body here. Doing whatever you need to do to help you feel good. Wake yourself up. And we're going to go ahead and take our hands as wide as they need to be. Mine come a little wide of my mat. And we're going to take some big circles through the shoulders here. So this might feel a little bit awkward if you've never done them before. But they're one of my favorite things to warm up into the shoulders. Just dipping down, making a kind of rolling motion and really pulling your shoulder blades together along your back. Moving with this motion, everyone will look pretty different doing this. And see if you can reverse the circle, sending yourself back against the flow. Once we've had enough, we'll go ahead and find our way right back at center, holding our core nice and tight, nice flat back. We'll take our left arm out wide and really dip, big stretch into the left shoulder. That right elbow is staying bent. And we'll go ahead and switch sides, extending the right arm out a little bit longer and dipping down. And go ahead and bring ourselves right back at center. We'll plant the left hand right in the middle of the mat, send our right arm up tall, take some big circles in the shoulder, then we'll weave it all the way through, bringing our right ear down to the mat, extending the left arm out above our head. If you choose, you can also send the left arm high, take some big circles, or allow it to fall behind your back in a half bind. And go ahead and release that hand. Use the left hand to press you up tall, and we'll bring the right hand to the middle of the mat so we can switch sides, circling around in the left arm. And go ahead and weave it all the way through so that left ear comes all the way down onto the mat, extending the right arm long. And taking whatever variation on this side as you did on the other side. Let's go ahead and release that hand, coming right back up to our all fours position, really holding our core nice and tight. We'll go ahead and tuck our toes, send our hips up and back, finding our downward facing dog here. So go ahead and just warm up into your down dog. This is most likely the first of your day or the first of your practice. So go ahead and bend into one knee and then the other, just warming up, stretching out the hamstrings and the calves. Also bringing your attention to your shoulders, actively trying to press your chest open and your shoulders open down towards your knees. So we'll go ahead and take some bends into the knees. So bending down and extending at the legs, bending down, doing whatever feels really good here, taking whatever movements you'd like to take. So we're gonna go ahead and hold our down dog here. Trying to keep our hips as level as we can. We'll inhale and send our right leg up high behind us. Exhale as we tap it down to the mat, trying to keep that same foundation alignment at the hips. Send it up high and tap it down. Send it high and tap it down. We'll send it high and tap it down. Take one more here, send it high, and go ahead and bend into that knee, open up the hip. Now you can allow the hips to stack on top of one another, trying to keep even pressure between both hands as we press there. And we'll go ahead and take some big circles in the hip if that feels good to you guys, drawing the knee up towards our chest and circling it around out to the right, moving with our body. Go ahead and open up the hip, then replace the right foot down next to the left. Next inhale, we'll send the left leg up high. Same exercises on this side and tap it down. Send that left leg high and tap it down. Send it high. Moving with our breath and tap it down. Send it high and bring it down. This time we'll send that leg high, then go ahead and bend into the knee, opening up, stacking the hips on top of one another, drawing that knee into our chest, taking those big hip circles on the side. Go ahead and replace both feet right next to each other. Trying to keep our feet and hands in the same position, we're going to hinge forward, find our plank. As we exhale, send back to down dog. So we'll continue a few times through here. You should be able to keep your hands and feet in the same position, so that's a good way to measure if your down dog is in the right spot. And go ahead and begin to make your body more of a wave here now that we've warmed up through the spine, trying to lift the hips through the back and your shoulders are the last to come down there, reversing the wave as we come back. This time as we come forward, we'll go ahead and drop our hips all the way down, lowering ourselves belly down onto the mat. As we take our next big inhale, we'll begin to engage the lower back, lift our chest, see if we can lift our hands for baby cobra. So here the tops of our feet are actively pressing into the mat. Our knees might even lift, we're pressing so hard. It's really engaging here. Deep breath in and exhale, release. We'll go ahead and lift up one more time, engaging the legs, squeezing tight, and release. This time, if you like, you can reach your hands back behind your back. Maybe you take a shoulder rinse and take a clasp with your hands. Lifting your chest a little bit more. Deep breath in and release. This time we'll plant our hands right under our shoulders, pressing our chest up tall for full cobra pose. I really want you to think about here where your shoulders are. So taking a big roll in your shoulders as you rise up, sending your shoulders down and along your back. And as you exhale, slowly lowering your chest and your head all the way down. Inhale and rolling ourselves up. Sending our gaze out over our right shoulder towards our right foot. And through center to our left. Through center to our right. And to our left. Go ahead and find our way right back at center. Really pressing, engaging, bringing the stretch into the upper back as much as we can. As exhaling, releasing down. Bending at the knees and at the hips, rolling our hips back towards our heels, finding child pose. And inhale, rolling through our back, coming right back to cobra. So go ahead and move with your breath here from your child's pose to your cobra. Moving with your body, getting a big stretch. Go ahead and take one more here, landing ourselves in a child's pose, taking our knees a little bit wider if that feels good to you. And allow yourselves to take some really deep breaths here. We'll go ahead and walk our hands slightly over to the left side. And through center to the right. We'll go ahead and find our way right back at center. Rolling ourselves up to seated on our heels, pulling our knees into more alignment if we like, taking a little back bend here if that feels good. Go ahead and inhale, reaching both hands up center, and exhale right down at heart center. Inhale and reaching up, drawing in all that good energy. Exhale, heart center. Inhale and reach up a little more air. And exhale, hands at heart center. Deep breath in and let it go. We'll go ahead and plant our hands, tuck our toes, take a down dog here, and some baby steps, our feet up to meet our hands. Grabbing opposite elbows. If you'd like, you can shake it out a little bit side to side. Eventually drawing our way all the way up to standing at mountain pose. Deep breath in with the hands, meeting right back at heart center. I hope you all enjoyed today's flow and your bodies are feeling nice and warmed up and ready to conquer the rest of your practice or ready to conquer the day. Namaste.